Hello everybody and welcome to this stream. Some people probably may have noticed how I have tried to do two streams on Friday night. The Bulldogs and Rabbitohs one got cut out for some reason and I could barely try for the Melbourne-Brisbane one. But what I've done now is I've moved because I would have everything on the computer, so I'd have the KO stream, the text and all that. So now I've moved it to my phone, so hopefully, and it's on data, so it's not on the Wi-Fi, so it actually can calm down with the internet, so it doesn't have a stroke. Hello, Solify Oase. Welcome, my friend. It's nice to see you again. I'm just gonna, I was actually gonna change up the text, but it actually looks, I'm changing it back to boxed. I tried something a little bit different, but there we are. Trying to change it, but it does look a bit dodgy. But so two games on tonight. The first one is actually very interesting because this is actually the first time I didn't watch the other stream because I didn't have internet. Yeah, don't worry, the internet didn't work for me either. Gonna extend this out as much as possible. So, yep, there we are. Oh, it is the Alex McKinnon Cup, I did realise. So it is the Newcastle Knights against the St George Dragons. This is actually very interesting because this is the first time I'm doing a stream for my team, which is the Newcastle Knights. So if the Knights just absolutely get slapped up, there will be a lot of entertainment in terms of me getting pissed. Your beard, yeah, I shaved it. It's gone. You can see how... I was thinking about keeping the mustache on, but decided to get rid of it because I went to the boxing in Newcastle with Tim Zoo fight on Wednesday, and I'm like, I've got to look not homeless. So I shaved the beard and the stash, but it'll be back in like 3 weeks because it grows back like anything else. But so this game's gonna be pretty interesting. The Knights are still not heavy favourites, but they are relative favourites. They're $1.32 compared to St George. First time seeing Dragons versus Knights on stream. I think this is me second one. Hopefully we can get a full Dragon stream because I did the Manly one when they won very convincingly, but it cut off at like halfway through the second half. But hopefully, with me moving the stream to my phone and on data, we should be all fine. Oh, that's right. Yes, that actually reminds me. Yes, you are a Dragons fan. I did remember that from the last stream. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. I will stay very much. I'm not like one of those fans who like blames everything and not like an Arsenal fan TV kind of ordeal. Which does remind me, rest in peace to Claude, who unfortunately passed away very recently. A very sad situation that happened. But so yeah, the stream's going to go all wood because what I would usually do is with this stream, I'd have everything on the computer. So I'd have KO on here and it would basically kind of just mess things up. But now with it on my phone, so the only thing the computer has to really worry about is the actual like banner here. We should be all good. So big news coming into this game is Ben Hunt is injured. I didn't know he was injured until I checked the listing, but and it's also very interesting. It is Tyson Frizzell's first game against his former club of St George. So yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. So the lineup here, broken. Oh shit! It was a broken leg. Fuck. Like, I know Ben Hunt is, I would say he's probably one of the more underrated players in the comp, and I hope he makes a speedy recovery, because I like the Dragons. I don't have anything bad against them. This legend of Mark Gasnier, the greatest line in rugby league history when you rang up some random answering machine of fire up you sad cunt, is still, to this day, one of the funniest things I've ever heard anyone from the NRL say. I got so much shock, like, oh yeah, yeah, I got a fair amount as well. I'm gonna be in hospital. I need to have my stomach pumped from the chocolate that has been given. Hope everybody is having a good Easter. Can we just get... can we stretch it out to the back? There we go. Now that looks somewhat not shit. So, for the lineups here, first of all with the Knights, you got Tex Hoy at fullback. You got Heimel Hunt and Toa on the wings. You got Tuala and Shibasaki, who really needs to step up because didn't exactly have the best game against the Tigers. You got Kurt Mann and Mitchell Pearce as 5'8" and halfback. You got Daniel Saifidi, Brayley, and Clemmer as the hooker prop. I have around 12 chocolate boxes. Jesus Christ. Oh, actually, I shouldn't be saying that because it is his day. My man came back from the dead. Mitch Barnett and Frizzell in second row, and Sue at lock. And the subs are Jacob Saifidi, King, Green, and Watson, who for some reason on the website was put as a reserve, but he's on the bench. Probably one of the best utilities going in the game. Dragons Center is banned for the game. Which one is that? So, because I got the lineup here, so if there is any corrections that need to be made about specifically like the Dragons team, let me know. So for the Dragons, you got Dufty at fullback, you have Ravalara and Ramsey on the wings, you've got William and Lomax in the centres, you got Norman at 5'8" and Clune at halfback, you got Vorton, McCullough and Laurie as the hooker prop, you got Tarek Sims, who used to play for the Knights with his brother Corbin, I believe, so that's going to be a bit interesting as well. And Kerr rounding up the second row, and Fui Maono as lock, and the subs are Farmer, Silly, Merrin, Alvaro, and Ford. Just got to check quickly that all the tags are working. So yeah, the stream's going to work. So far here, there's been no skipped frames, but so yeah, everything's. And I think Ponga is back, so Knights will probably win. He apparently said he's going to come back within a couple of weeks. He's still got what? There's a fly in my room. It's so annoying. Oh yeah, they do become pains in the asses. Just checking to see everything is all good with the tags. Yep, we are all good. We are basically ready to go. We've got about 8 minutes till the game starts. Apparently this game is sold out in Newcastle, apparently. Which, it's a bit weird because you can't, no one's allowed to sit on the hill because of, COVID reasons. Just ate my chocolate rabbit. Yeah, I did get I think I did have an Lint Easter bunny, but that was the first one that did go. There has been a lot of advertising, I must say, with KO, with the Masters, because the Masters does start on Monday, so it's going to be very interesting to see. I'm not the biggest fan of golf, but I pay attention because I like me some, because I remember watching when Adam Scott won it, like a couple of years ago, and when Tiger won his redemption one, which was 2018 or 2019. I can't exactly remember. In terms of predictions, it's very hard to say because on paper, you'd think the Knights would win easily. However, it's the Knights who, honestly, it's very hard to tell. If you were to tell me that the Dragons would just come back and just come into the game and just absolutely demolish the Knights, I wouldn't be shocked, to be completely honest. But it is a game that the Knights do need to pounce back in, and the Dragons, if they win, will fairly cement themselves as a serious contender for the finals. There probably is going to be, because there is technically a bit of a rivalry between the Knights and the Dragons, because it's the two Steel Cities. It's called like Steel City because, but that's usually because of Illawarra and Newcastle, because they're both the Steel Cities. But it is very hard to think. I don't think I can get a prediction, to be completely honest. it's very hard to predict Knights games. So, like, when we played the Warriors in round 2, I just expected we were going to lose because the Warriors are usually the Knights' bogey team. But they just about won. So it's going to be very interesting matchups. We've got about 5 minutes before kickoff. And just a casual reminder, no game footage will be shown because of copyright reasons. It is... I did have a tag. That the thing up here saying there was a warning because the NRL have hired Slavia Prague fans to come and kill me if I do it, because Slavia Prague fans do not like me at all at this point because of I made a video talking about them versus Rangers racism situation, and they did not like what I had to say. This is a definite... I feel like for this match, Shibasaki does need to step up because he was a bit dodgy with his first game, in his game last week. So hopefully he can step up and try to cement himself in the centres. Because we have got another game on in about 2 hours' time. It is probably an absolute slugfest this is going to be. It is going to be the Sydney Roosters up against the New Zealand Warriors. That should be a classic to round off Easter Sunday. Okay, we go. The promo is playing. We are getting ready. 3 minutes to go till kickoff. Welcome back, Solify. We're just about ready to kick off. The Knights wearing the Voice for Mining shirt, which is the orange and very dark blue, which is a bit weird because we don't have the best record with those jerseys. I think we've lost more games in those jerseys than we've won. I think out of all the jerseys where we were really good, and it was the the hill is open. So it truly is sold out. So the hill is open. I might go watch the Knights game on TV. I don't know. Yeah. I don't blame you. So, oh my god, the crowd does look very much sold out here. So here we go. The Dragons now walking out to an absolute cauldron of people. As it's got a lot to prove here, the Dragons, obviously, with the first meeting against their former teammate, Tyson Frizzell, because my pop is here. Yeah, go. You can go watch it with your popper. I'll be here. Don't feel obliged to stay. You can go on. It's a big crowd. I'll be here next game though. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, see you later, mate. So here the Dragons have won 17 of 22 games against the Knights in Newcastle, so they have got a good crowd. A lot of boos though. So the Dragons have the best visiting record against Newcastle. So Matthew Duffy has averaged a try a game, so he's going to be very much a target for the Knights. Just another casual reminder, just before the game kicks off, there is no game footage will be shown because of copyright reasons. Gary, what is the transfer? It's Gary Boo Games, I believe that is the name. Yeah, which team do you support? I actually support the Knights. This is the first time I'm actually covering my own team, so I'm a little bit lenient, but I will stay as neutral as possible. I do have a feeling, because usually when I do these streams, I usually has a massive group of one team. But here we go, as the Knights team walks out in front of a sold-out Newcastle Stadium. Basically, usually with these streams, there's like one conglomerate of fans. Like when I did the Cowboys-Titans one, it was all Titans fans. So, wouldn't be shocked if the stream ends up being all Dragons fans against me being a Knights fan. So here we go. Kickoff's about to set off. The Dragons, I believe, are kicking off. They are going that way on my screen. So just last reminder, no game footage will be shown. It will just be me. So here we go. So St. George kicking off. Just ignore this because the game hasn't officially kicked off yet. It's for the Alex McKinnon Cup. Kickoff is set to kick off. We are underway. So it's the Knights versus the Dragons. So David Clemmer takes the first hit up on the Knights 15. Expecting a big game here from Clemmer. That's a second tackle there on the Knights on their 20. There it is, Frizzell's first hit up here against his former team as he gets brought down on the 25. Hello, Karam Gaming. How are you, my friend? So, fourth tackle here for the Knights as one of the players loses a shoe on their 30. Is Clemmer. Takes another hit up here on their 35. Now, last tackle here for the Knights. It's given off to Pierce, who's given a high boot there. And it's been caught there by Dufty. Dufty gets brought down, I believe, on their 30. On their 35, actually. And there's the second hit up there. And it is Ravalara. He gets brought down on the Dragons 40. That is the third tackle there, right on halfway here for the Dragons. They've got some good meters running so far, the Dragons. That is Kerr now. Gets brought down 40 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. And that is that is Vorton, who gets brought down on 30 metres away from the try line. Our last tackle for the Dragons. And that is given off to Clune. Kick up as he gets taken out. But Hoy takes the catch. He looks like Karen Gaming, come on the Dragons. Yeah, I had a feel this was going to happen. All the Dragons fans are going to come in against a wee old Knights fan. But so second tackle, there was on Hunt inside the 10. There's a third tackle there on for the Knights on their 20. Not many meters so far this matchup. And that is Saifidi. That is David Saifidi on their 30. For the fourth. Now it's a tackle on their 40 for the Knights here. Last tackle here. And Mitchell Pearce now with the kick. And he gets picked up there by what team do I support? I support the other team, the team the Dragons are playing. I support the Knights. So it's going to be very interesting as there's a knock on there by the Dragons. So the Knights have got a scrum here, 30 meters out. There might be a. Is there a captain's challenge? So 3 minutes in. So Knights have got a good chance to potentially get some points on the board. Scrum on the 30 with a full set of 6. So there's the first. There's the play on. They've got numbers here. Tex Hoy now hangs on. He gets brought down on 20 metres out for the first tackle. That's Clemmer now, who takes it 15 metres out now for the second tackle. And now Pierce gives it off to Daniel Saifidi, Where can I watch the game? It should be on KO. I don't think this game's on... Yeah, it's not on NBN. And so got numbers here. There's Hoy. Now makes it inside the 10. 5 metres out for the 4th tackle. It's a set restart here for Newcastle. As Pearce now maintaining possession of the ball. And Pearce gets brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle from the reset. There's Brayley. Oh, Barnett with a quick pass. Oh, to Toa, and he brings up just short of the line for the 2nd tackle. Now Pearce. Now Clemmer. Clemmer gets held up on the 10 for the 3rd tackle. Now it's gone back to the left side. That's Chuala. It's Tua. Gets brought down inside the 5 for the 4th. And Pearce with a bit of an offload here. They got numbers here. Can you say Ahmed sucks at COD for a sub? Ahmed sucks for COD. There's a kick up here for the Knights. Oh, it's been touched. I think it's a knock on. So it's going to be another knock. It's going to be another scrum feed inside the 10 from that knock on there by the Dragons. So the Knights have got really, really good chance to score. Seb was pushed forward by, I believe it was maybe Lomax. But it's going to be a scrum feed for the Knights on their 10. They've been attacking the left side up to with Hoy. So it's going to be very interesting to see if they ever go down the right side. So it's a false start. So they're going back to play it. Bit interesting. So, winding up now for a chance of playing. Oh, hang on. There's some handbags at the moment. Something's happened. There's a bit of handbags. It's Sue and Vorton taking some handbags. Clemmer's having some words as well. Don't know what's going on. It is a bit of a rivalry. Oh! So it's Clemmer and Laurie. And by the way, it looks like Laurie has headbutt Clemmer. What happened there? What happened there? So they were getting up and then they get down and something happened. Apparently the commentator is saying Laurie from the Dragons has headbutted Clemmer. Oh. There's a little bit of an elbow by, has anyone tried? No. So something happened. It was a little bit of a thing from Clemmer. So something must have happened inside the scrum. But it's because there's no proof. So what's going on? Clemmer really saying saying a lot that he got headbutted in the scrum. So it's going to be a penalty to the Dragons. Very interesting situation that's happened. Here we go. There's going to be some big charges now. Kerr and Barnett getting into it. This is going to be a fiery affair here. Oh, there's Clemmer getting into it for a big hit on Laurie. That is it is picking up here. So it's the third tackle there by Fui Umono. Gets brought down on the Dragons 40. And Clemmer able to bring down that tackle on Sims, short of halfway. And now it's a penalty to the Dragons for, I think it was like an attempted strip. Clemmer's really fired up for this matchup. As a Knights fan, it is what you like to see. But it's back-to-back penalties here. So it needs to be a chance of potentially getting a chance here for the Dragons to get some points. Maybe it is a tactic to get the Knights fired up so they get a bit diluted. So that is Vaughan, who's 15 away from the try line on the second tackle. And they've got numbers down the right. But Clune gets wrapped up by Pearce. Inside the 10 for the fourth tackle. No, it's the third tackle, my bad. As Vaughan now gets held up on the 10 for the fourth tackle. You up the right side here, the Dragons. And Dufty and Lomax has given a pass straight off to Ravalawa, and the Dragons have scored. Don't exactly know about what happened before. Don't know if there should have been a penalty beforehand, but with those two penalties, the Dragons have hit ahead. So it's 4-0 with the kick to come. The kick will be right near the sideline here for the Dragons, so... Just a simple bit of play there. Knights should have done better. So Lomax with a brilliant pass there. Minty Rabideau, hello there, my friend. So Ravalawa gets the first try of the game. Wait, what is 5 minutes? It's like 10 minutes in. I don't know what this is doing. Too easy for the Dragons there. I don't know what happened in that scrum, to be fair. There we are. So it's going to be a kick from the sideline. So he's taking the kick here. So I believe it is Lomax who will take the kick here for the Dragons. The crowd is booing Lomax. Yeah. Hang on, they're checking. They're now checking the game because they're saying the bunker is now being brought in to see if Kerr's touched it. What's Kerr done? So it's passed by Dufty. It touches Kerr. So they're trying to distinguish, because Kerr has touched it, that it might be forward. That's interesting. So the pass from Dufty to Lomax, they're trying to check if Kerr has touched it. Wow. So Kerr has touched it and it has gone forward, so it's no try. Well then. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, as a Knights fan, I'm glad, but it's like they waited for like 2 minutes to get that distinguishing of no try. So I've got to cancel out that Ravalawa try, so it's still 0-0 within 10 minutes. That's going to get brought up at some point during the season as well. So it's going to be a scrum feed here for the Knights on their 10. So Clemmer again's getting into it. So it's Clemmer and Kerr. Should be a close game. Yeah, it definitely should be. So it's a 6 more set restart here for the Knights. So the first tackle there for the Knights is just in short of their 20. Ooh. Bit of a big hit there. That is on Toa. It makes it to the 25 as Clemmer now makes it to the Knights 30 for the third tackle. Ooh. Now Sood now makes it past their 40 for the fourth tackle. Now Saifidi, you just hit 400 subs. Oh, I did. Thank you. If I did, because I hit it a couple of days ago, but apparently someone unsubbed, so thank you for everybody supporting. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy knock. Oh, no, he's lost it. And the Knights have scored. And that is Shibasaki. What has happened there? So there was a kick. Hold on, I got a timeout. What has happened? So there was a kick by the Knights, and one of the Dragons players has tried to catch it. So let's have a look. Pierce kicks it from halfway. So it's one of the Dragons players trying to make hold of it. It's gone back and he's made an absolute mess of it. And Shibasaki has picked it up and has scored. So it's 4-0 to the Knights. What a dodgy 10 minutes. That was number 2. That was Ramsey there. Very unfortunate there for Ramsey. Very unlucky for him. So Ramsey's tried to catch it. It has bumped off into his chest, gone backwards, and he's trying to pick it back up. And he's lost it again. And it goes backwards. And 3 players are charging on the Knights. And Shibasaki picks up and just grounds it. That was mental. What a first 10 minutes to this matchup. So there, Shibasaki has gotten the first try of the match. Gemma Shibasaki. So it's going to be a kick here. Who's the kicker? That's Tex Hoy. Is the goal kicker. So to make it 6-0 here, he's kicked it from the inside, curls into the middle, and that is 6-0 to the Newcastle Knights, 11 minutes in. I have no idea how that happens, but what a start to this game. That's gonna be memed, that unfortunately for Ramsey. But Knights fan, I'm happy for rugby league fan. I do feel a bit unfortunate there for Ramsey. So it's going to be re-kicked off here by the Dragons. So there's the kickoff there for the Dragons. Now Clemmer takes the first hit up by like 4 players. He gets brought down on the 15. And that is, I believe, Slafidi. And it's big held up there on their 15 for the second. Let go, McCullough. And it's another set restart here for Newcastle. Newcastle are really good at milking these set restarts, I must say. Oh, now there's a knock on. Now Kurt Mann has knocked it on. So now the Dragons have possession 30 metres out from the try line. What?
You seen you know the ports I've got the phones to sit back TV? Do you know what the thing is?
No.
The little...
Oh, the...
Yeah, okay. It's on there. Thanks.
So, okay, we're back. So, second tackle here for the Dragons, just shy of the 10. So, good chance for the Dragons to get some points back. That is Vorton, who gets brought it up for the third. Bit of a dodgy pass there. And it's been picked up there by Lomax on their 15 for the 4th tackle. Now Clune now has it, who's given it off to Fui Maono. Just shy of the 10 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And Clune gives it off to Dufty. Long pass over to Ramsey, but gets wrapped up there by Toa. So the Knights will get the ball back there. As Shibasaki takes the first hit up there on the Knights 15. As Toa now makes it to the 25 for the second tackle. And that's Saifidi. I believe that is David. He takes some big meters for the third. And now, what do you think of the Knights jerseys? I like them because obviously it's to pay homage to for the miners, because Newcastle and the Hunter is a very big mining community. But we usually don't go well in them. We usually lose when we're in those jerseys. Last tackle here for the Knights inside the half. of the Dragons, and there's a kick near the corner, and that's picked up there by Dufty, who gets brought down just inside the 10. I think that out of all the special jerseys, the one we have the worst luck in is the mining one. That's the second tackle there by on the Dragons on their 15. And now it's a third tackle there. That is Lomax, who gets brought down on the Dragons 20 for the third tackle. And that's Ramsey, who gets brought down back on the 25 from the fourth. Well, a bit of a big hit there. So it's last tackle here for the Dragons on their 35. And it's a big kick there. And there come the Knights. As that is Toa, who gets brought down for the first tackle on the Knights 30. That's Shibasaki. Now makes it onto the Knights 35 for the second. So that is Heimel Hunt, who's gotten the third tackle on the Knights 40. Now Clemmer, short of halfway now for the fourth tackle. Now Sue now makes it past the 40. Now last tackle here for the Knights, and it's charged down by Pearce. Then Sims has picked it up and he gets tackled on the 30. Oh, why is there skipped frames? Okay, the scripts. Okay, so there are a bit of skipped frames for some reason, but so second to be third tackle here on the Dragons on the 10-meter line now. Oh. So now it's on the 30 for the Dragons. Dufty almost breaking through, but gets brought down on the 5 for the fourth tackle here. Now Norman's giving off an offload here to Sims. Sims with a pass for Clune, and Clune's brought short of the line there by Mitch Barnett. Now last tackle here for the Dragons. And McCullers tried to go right there, right from dummy half, but he gets held up. That is some good solid defence there by the Knights. There's a good charge there by Clune, but Mitch Barnett was able to hold on to him for the defence. So now the Knights get the ball on the 10. As Shibasaki gets brought down for the first tackle on their 15. Now Daniel Saifidi makes it to the Knights 25 for the second tackle. Now Clemmer makes it near the 40 for the third tackle. There's Mitchell Pearce. It's a good pass onto Frizzell, who makes it onto halfway for the fourth tackle. That is Connor Watson now. Still going here. Still going. He's still up. He gets held up on the Knights, on the Dragons 35 meters away now. Last tackle here for the Knights. And it's a kick down the centre. And it's been picked up by Ravalera. He gets picked up, tackled on the Dragons 15 for the first tackle. So the second was on the Dragons 25, and now Ramsey, who gets up to the Dragons 35 for the third tackle. And now Vaughan makes it almost a halfway for the fourth tackle. Some good post-contact meters there by Vaughan. And now Clune makes it 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. As that is McCullough. Kicks for a grubber. And it's been picked up there. It's Hoy now. As Hoy gets brought down on the 15 of the Knights for the first tackle. Now Pearce gives it off to Toa, who gets brought down on the 20. And it's a set restart here for the Knights. It's another one as Barnett picks up the ball here for the first tackle on the Knights 30. That's a big charge here. 3 set restarts already here for the Knights. As now that is Hoy, who gets on the Knights 45. Dragons 45. How do you think the Warriors will go against the Roosters? It will be a definite fight. It'll be probably one of the toughest games of the season. As last tackle here for the Knights, 35 metres away from the try line. And the drop, and it's been picked up there by Dufty, who gets brought down on the Dragons 15 for the first, as Ramsey gets then held up on the 20 for the second. There we are. So it's 4th tackle here for the Dragons. That is number 15. That is Merrin, who gets brought down on the Dragons 40. Now it's a quick charge there by Dufty, making it short of halfway now. Last tackle for the Dragons, as Clune kicks it from halfway. And it's been picked up inside the goal mouth here by Toa, who gets tackled on the 10. I would still think the the Roosters would win, but the Warriors will make it very, very interesting. As Mitch Barnett now picks it up and it's going to be brought down on the Knights 30 for the 3rd tackle. Brilliant beaters. He is probably, I'd say probably pound for pound, one of the strongest forwards in the comp. As that is 4th tackle there for the Knights. As Brayley with a kick down to the line. Is it going to stay in? No, it won't. So it'll be a 20-minute restart and a 7 tackle set here for the Dragons. With about 20 minutes now gone, as it's Knights 6, Dragons 0. As that is Lomax, who gets brought down for the 0 tackle on their 30. I believe that's Vorton. Gets brought down on the 40 for the 1st tackle. Warriors doing pretty well, and the Roosters are dismantled at the moment. Yeah, so if the Roosters, I'd say if the Roosters really need to match the Warriors to basically make them be considered serious contenders after that dodgy Rabbitohs loss. It's 3rd tackle here for the Dragons, 35 metres out now. Oh, it's a brilliant pass, but that's a brilliant ankle wrap on Frizzell and Dufty. And it was a knock-on as well. Basically, it was a brilliant pass there from Norman to Dufty. You go straight through, but Frizzell helps around the ankle. And there's been a knock-on by Dufty. So the Knights will get possession back. That is a brilliant tackle there by Frizzell. His knee came up forward for Dufty, and it knocked it forward, unfortunately, for him. Oh, there's a Dragons player down at the moment. Who is it? Corey Norman is down. What happened? So Corey Norman. Oh. Clemmer made the pass. So Corey Norman turned around and went for the pass. But Clemmer collided with him as Norman wasn't looking. So Corey Norman has to come off for 2 minutes for the HIA. I think he'll be back because it was just a little bit winded. I don't think Clemmer meant it. So Norman now is off for the... Hey, what's going on here? Bearing in mind, Clemmer... I'm fairly certain Clemmer's already on report. So he might be put in the bin, actually. So basically, Norman made a pass, he turned around to Dufty, and Clemmer just hit him. It was a bit subtle, but what's going to happen here? So Clemmer's now on report, and it's going to be a penalty for the Dragons. Not a good day for David Clemmer so far. So Clem is getting subbed off anyway, so it's going to be a penalty here for the Dragons. So here we go. From 20 metres away from the try line. Chance for the Dragons to get some points. First tackle on the 15. That is Merrin now. On the 10. So that was the second tackle. And Norman's now back on the field for some reason. That wasn't 2 minutes. Up the stream has just stopped. As Vaughan gets brought down. But the Knights have somehow gotten the ball back. I don't know what happened there because my stream stopped from the play of the second tackle. So Knights just had good D, I believe. Oh, it was a bit of a knock on there by number 13, by Fui Maono. And the Knights get the ball back. Second tackle there, the Knights 20. And the Knights now charging. That's Brayley. Run from halfway. Makes it to the Knights 35 for the third tackle. As now that is Hoy. No, it's not Hoy. It is Connor Watson. Making it to the Knights 45 for the fourth tackle. Surely there's going to be a set restart here. But no, it's Mitch Barnett. Makes it past halfway for the last. And now Pearce takes the kick up for the 40. And they've got up to Ramsey, but Ramsey makes the catch. As the crowd cheer as he gets wrapped up around the Dragons 10 for the first tackle. And that's a second tackle by the Dragons on their 15. Oh! Bit of a clip on Tarek Sims. Was that Mitchell? It was Mitchell Pearce who accidentally kind of clips, and so it's another penalty to the Dragons. Knights are a bit too reckless so far. Stop. It's around the chin, so yeah. So it's going to be another penalty here for the Dragons as they pick up the ball. Oh! Sifiti. That is Jacob going in for another shot on Merrin. That's the first tackle, just short of halfway for the Dragons. As Alvaro now. Oh, where's an offload? They're inside the Knights half here, the Dragons. As Norman gets wrapped up around the 30. As Fritzell tries to strip it, but he lets go. And it's a knock on there by the Dragons. So the Knights have got the ball here, but Mitchell Pearce is not looking well. It looks like he's maybe going for his pec. That is big. If Mitchell Pearce has to come off. So first tackle there by the Knights. And now they make it past halfway for the second. What's going on with Pearce? So that's a second tackle. Third tackle there, 20 metres away. Oh, it's an offload there by Daniel Saifidi. Oh, it's a knock back there. As Man picks it off by the Hoy. So there is talk that he is... Oh, Hoy's still going! Then he gets brought down near the 35. And now they're stopping play because Pearce is grabbing his shoulder and pec. This is not good. This is not looking good. So he comes out to rush pressure on Tarek Sims and he gets his arm. So he might... Oh. So Pearce is leaving the field. He could be out. Pearce could be out. Fuck's sake. That's not good. It's fourth tackle here for the Knights. And he gets wrapped up. Kerman gets wrapped up 25 metres out for the last tackle. That's not good. That's not good for the Knights. That's shit. Last tackle here for the Dragons. For the Knights, sorry. And it's a big kick there by Hoy. He gives it off to Ramsey, who takes it inside the goal mouth, so it's going to be a 20-minute restart and a 7-tackle set. Now the called time to come back off. That's not good. Pearce coming off, that's not good for a peck. This is not good. So Dragons make the first tackle there for the on the 30 for the 0 tackle, actually. Because it's a 7-tackle second. That is Ravalara, who gets brought down on the Dragons 40 for the first tackle. Now it's a second tackle here for the second. That is 11, that is Kerr for halfway. And that is McCullough, who gets tackled on the 40 metres away from the try line now. Inside the Knights half for the third tackle. And there's another tackle there. 25 metres out for the try line now. The Dragons for the fourth tackle. King needs to let go there. It was on Norman. And Clune gets wrapped up just shy of the 20 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And now Norman with a high boot. And it's been caught by Ramsey. He's trying to get a ball by the back. It goes with a kick by Tarrant, but it's been picked up there by one of the Knights players. That is Shibasaki on their 10. Oh, that looked a bit high. There was a bit of a high shot there on Toa by one of the Dragons players. Let's have a look here. If Pearce is out, that could seriously really affect the Knights playing. Or so Farmasili wraps around the. I don't think it should be a penalty. But then again, if the other one was a penalty, then it might be a penalty, but I'm not too sure. So no penalty there. So Toa's going to play on here. On their 10 for the second tackle. So that's the third tackle there on the Knights as they're on the 15 here. They need to make some meters because I just hope they don't look lost. And there's an untidy play of the ball, and now it's the Dragons 25 metres out from the try line, but there might be a captain's challenge here for the Knights. That is Brayley. So it's tried to put it down on the ground. It's gone back, but it's not a good play of the ball, so it's going to be possession for the Dragons. 25 metres out away from the try line. 11 minutes to go, though. That is true. The last time Mitchell Pearce had this pec injury back in 2018, he was out for 11 weeks. So it's the Dragons got possession here. That is Lomax, who gets tackled 25 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. And now it's Farmasili, who gets brought down on the Knights 15 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. There's Norman, gives it off to Clune. Now off to Sims. And he gets brought down 5 metres away from the try line here for the third tackle. As McCullough gives it off to Norman. Now to Merrin, who gets brought down again 5 metres out for the fourth tackle. And I don't know who's got the ball here. Clune. And he gets wrapped around just in front of the 10 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. As Merrin gives it off to Norman. And Norman gets held up, so no offload. So it's at least the Knights' defence is holding up really well so far. So I'm a bit like I've lost a bit of emotion, but it's like losing Pearce. That's bad. But anyways, as the Knights get brought down for the first tackle on the 10, that is Shibasaki. As the Newcastle chant starts to chant, as Mitchell Barnett now picks up the ball and he gets brought down on the Knights 25 for the third tackle. Pearce has left the field, so yeah, well, shock. That is Daniel Saifidi for the 4th tackle. Oh, that's Hoy. No, it's Connor Watson, sorry. He's not brought off 2 people, but he gets tackled on the Knights 45 now. Last tackle here for the Knights. There's Kurtman with a big kick. That's been caught by Dufty, who gives the ball off to Ravalara. He gets brought down on the Dragons 30 for the 1st tackle. Ooh, big tough wrap up there by King, just shy of the 40 for the 2nd. And now it's an ankle grab there by William, just short of halfway. And now it's Sims makes it 45 metres away from the try line now for the 4th tackle. McCullough. As they're going down the right side here, there's Norman. Norman gets brought down. Just about 35 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Dragons as Clune takes a kick up high. And Hoy has knocked it on. So now the Dragons and Merrin has just picked up the ball and scored. An absolute gift of a try. Very similar to Shibasaki's try, but it's a try to the Dragons, so it's 6-4 with a kick to come. It would be right in front, so it'll be 6-all. As soon as we lose Mitchell Pearce, it all just goes downhill. I think the Dragons are going to win now. Because I highly did. So Merrin just gets the easiest try you could ever get. It's going to be 6. Now the real question is what are the Knights going to do? Like, what are they going to do now with Pearce now? So you got Pearce out. Pong is still not back on the pitch. This is just not looking good. So 7 minutes to go for Trent Merrin. First try for the Dragons since 2015. So now... So Lomax now. Lomax now to take the kick right in front. And Lomax has taken the kick straight down through the post. It's 6-all now with 6.5 remaining. So the kickoff now by the Knights, 6:30 away. And there's the kickoff there to resume play. It's picked up inside the goal mouth there. That is Ravalara. No, it's not. It is Fab Masili, who gets right down on the 10. And it's another tackle just on the 10 for the second tackle there by the Knights. That's by Ravalara this time. And the Knights are now toughing it up here as they keep for the third tackle inside the Dragons 20. Oh, and they've got numbers here. As Dufty gets wrapped up. He's got to drag him out, but he gets short, just short of the line. 30 on their 35 for the fourth tackle. And that is Sims now being tackled on the Dragons 35 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And Clune takes the kick. And it's been picked up there. It's a Heimel Hunt. And Hamahan gets brought up onto the Knights 35 for the first tackle. There's second tackle inside the Knights 45 is Barnett now. Barnett still gets brought down on the 45 for the third tackle. There's King now. Makes it 45 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now Man. Now Watson. Now Frizzell. Frizzell's still going here, but he gets brought down 35 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Knights. Variety gaming, who are we going for? I'm going for the Knights, unfortunately. And that is a big take there from the kick by Dufty inside halfway. The second tackle there by the Dragons, which was inside the half. So the NRL physio has reviewed it, basically saying it could be, if it's a pec rupture, it could be really bad. So best case scenario, he could be out for 3 to 6 weeks. Worst case scenario, he could be out for half the season. As there's a tackle there. That is on Alvaro. 40 on their Dragons 40. Last tackle here as Norman takes the kick. Then it's picked up by Hoy. As Hoy gets brought down on the Knights 35 for the first tackle. As that's Shibasaki, who makes it to the Knights 45 for the second tackle. And the Knights make a pass halfway there. That is Daniel Saifidi for the third. And now Brayley runs from dummy half. And is now 25 metres out from the try line for the fourth tackle. Set restart for the Knights. And that's Watson now. Watson still going. And he gets wrapped up 5 metres away now for the first tackle. And Connor Watson has fucked it with a shit play of the ball. Fuck me. As soon as we lose Pierce, we're just going to turn to shit. Come on, that was a perfect chance. We had a set restart and everything. Oh, fuck me. I definitely feel like Mario Balotelli with the Why Always Me. Language. Nah. It's my fucking channel. It's 2 minutes 35 away now. Scrum feed on the Dragons 10 here. Luckily I didn't make this as made for kids. I didn't tick that tag, so should be okay. So first tackle here for the Dragons. So second tackle, Dragons 25. So Lomax now gets brought down on the Dragons 35 for the third tackle. Dakota McNiff Garrett. What the fuck is this? No idea. To be honest, and the Dragons are still going here. I was kidding. I wanted to see how you would react. Fair enough. All good variety gaming. There's a kick on the ground there. The Knights have picked it up here. As that is Heimel Hunt, who brings it onto the Knights 35. Bye. Goodbye, Dakota McNiff Garrett. So they're basically saying from the sheds that it is a tear, not a rupture. That's the third tackle here for the Knights. 45 metres away from the try line now. Minute 15 remaining. Now, tackle 4. Knights go short. Oh, it's Hoy just able to hang on. 25 metres out now. Last tackle here for the Knights. Try to get numbers down. And it's a field goal opportunity. And the Knights have gotten a field goal with 40 seconds remaining. So Kurt Mann has kicked a field goal. So it's 7-6 in favour of the Knights. Bit of low kick, but they got the field goal. We're up by 1. With about 20 seconds remaining now. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Now Tex Hoy's now claiming his hammy. Holy. Why has this always got to happen with the Knights? So now they've got 1 play here for the Knights as they've kicked off here by the Dragons. So it's last play here. Jacob Safidi hasn't picked up. So now it is half time. So the Knights are in front. But there's a lot of problems. Mitchell Pearce has come off for a potential pec tear. Tex Hoy's just caught about his hamstring. So basically, the Knights are F-U-C-K-E-D. Fucked. So, so the Knights are in front. But at what cost? Everything is the problem. But yeah, I don't know how we're gonna deal with this, but we're gonna go to a bit of a halftime break. We'll be back for the second half, so we can try to figure out what will happen in this matchup. Okay, we are back now for the second half of this matchup. So it just says here on a bit of a shocking stat, with the games that the Knights have played without Mitchell Pearce, the Knights have won 2 out of 10. It's not looking good, but we are back. So hopefully, for me as a Knights fan, the Knights can put up thing. What's your score prediction? Honestly, I think my head says the Dragons might run away with it, but my heart says the Knights may hold on, but I have no idea in terms of a score prediction. So Texoy is still running around, so it's gone back to the sheds. They don't know where a ball is. So Knights are kicking off that way. I just... So here we go. The kickoff is now. We are underway here for the second half. Just went close to the sideline. I have no idea... There's a second tackle here. Tarek Sims takes a second tackle here for the Dragons on their 25. And that is number 10. That is Vorton who gets it to the Dragons 35 for the third tackle. Dragons were inside the 40 and went for a kick, so the Knights will get the possession here on the 35. So Texoy is not coming back. Mitchell Pearce is obviously out. So if the Dragons want to get a win against the Knights, this is definitely the best circumstances for it. So I think in terms of like reserves, the Knights have like 2 interchanges. So as that is King now for the second tackle on the Knights 45. As Saifidi makes it to the 45 for the third. Now the Knights going here as Tuala gets it to the 30 metres away from the try line here for the fourth tackle. It's Clemmer now. Gets it about 25 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Knights. It's a kick for Kurt Mann. Oh, and Ramsey goes up and makes a great catch and gets brought down on the 5 for the first tackle. And now William gets brought down on the 10 for the second tackle. I believe that is Vaughan for the third. Bit interesting as Ramsey's went up for the catch. His boot pretty much almost just basically hit Shibasaki in the shoulder. There's fourth tackle there by the Dragons on the Dragons 20. As that is number 11, that is Kerr, who makes it past the 30 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. There's Norman with the kick. And it's picked up by... So Kurt Mann is now fullback for the Knights. As Heimel Hunt makes it to the Knights 45 now for the second, and now third tackle here. That is King who makes it into the Dragons half. Now Clemmer now makes it 30 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now that is Daniel Saifidi now. 20 metres away now. Last tackle for the Knights. And Mann goes for a kick. It's got up the air and it's been picked up by Ravalara. And he gets brought down on the Dragons 5 for the first tackle. And Lomax, oh, and the ball's been knocked on. And the Dragons get the ball back, but it's apparently now 6 more. As Ravalaura gets brought down for the 0 tackle on the first tackle on the team 40. So basically, apparently, the Knights weren't meant to run the way they did in the first half, which is a bit weird. It's the Dragons now. So that is Tarek Sims now. 30 metres away from the try line now for the third. That is Merrin. Still going here. And it's finally been picked up by Kerr. They still got possession here. Dufty. Now pass the line. Ravalaura now tried to pass back, and he's gone over the sideline. So apparently both teams ran the wrong way. So Barnett starts off for the 6th set. Shibasaki. Shibasaki's gone through here. Oh, he's showing the arse as he gets brought down on the Knights 30 for the first tackle. And now Frizzell gets it to the Knights 45, but it's a set restart here for the Knights. There is the first tackle. Now Watson now makes it 45 minutes away from the try line now for the second tackle. There's Barnett now. Gets an offload off to Mann. Now Clemmer. Clemmer tries to, and still going, and gets brought down for the third tackle 30 metres away from the try line. And now that was King. He's 20 metres away from the try line now. Lots off. Oh. But he leaves it to play. So it's given as a knock on, so it's going to be a scrum feed here for the Dragons. Even though it was clearly raked out, but I don't know. Also, it's a Knights ball. So it's a Knights scrum. I was about to say. Don't know why Black Green isn't coming on, but the Knights now have possession. So it's a scrum feed here for the... I believe it's for the Knights, I think they said. Yeah, the Knights picking it up. 15 minutes away from the try line now. Full set of 6 for the Knights. And now Watson makes it inside the 10 for the first tackle. That's King. And King's gone forward. And he's pushed through. And Josh King has scored his second try of his career. And the Knights are now 11-6 up with a kick to come. The Knights, these points are very crucial. They've got Mitchell Pearce out. You've got Tex Hoy out. So Josh King gets the ball from Brayley. And takes a spin from Farmasili and spins and grounds it. So it's 11-6 with a kick to come. A super freak by Rick James plays, which is a banger. So it'll be interesting who will take the kick, because Hoy's out, so he can't kick. Or Mitchell Pearce is in a sling. So it's going to be Mitch Barnett here, who takes the kick. And Hoy's just crept it in by 20, so it is gone through. So Mitch Barnett gets his kick because he missed both kicks that he took in last game. So it's 13 points to 6, 10 minutes gone. I mean, 8.5 minutes gone. Even if the Knights win, I'm still a bit worried about the rest of the season because it's at what cost. So it's going to be interesting to see what will happen. So the Dragons have re-kicked off. And now Clemenau takes the charge. Big head collisions. Big shoulder collisions as he gets brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. That is... And Saifiti. Jacob Saifiti. And they pass it down. Now the Dragons have got the ball back. Surely it had to have been a held then. But now who was it? It's Laurie. He got tackled 10 metres out now. And the Dragons can get some points back here. And now Norman gets brought down on the 10 for the second. That is number 15. That is Merrin. Gets brought down on the 5 for the third tackle. Norman gets the ball off. That's a shot by Tarek for the 4th tackle on Shibasaki. Norman. Now to Clune. Clune almost losing it, but he's brought down on the 10 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. Now Dufty gets a bullet past the Lomax, but it's gone forward. It's going to be a knock on. I don't think that went forward though. That's a bit weird. So it's going to be Knights possession here, 10 metres out from their own line. So now Blake Breen has come on the field. So the Knights get held up. That is Daniel Saifidi on their 15. And that's Frizzell who got it to the Knights 25. Now Clemmer makes the charge to the 40 now. Last tackle here for the Knights. That's a big kick there. Almost been a collision there between the two backs. And that is Dufty who getting dragged by Shibasaki almost to the line. But he gets brought down on the 45. So now that is number 3. That is William who gets brought down 45 metres over the try line here for the second tackle. Now that was the third tackle there. It's a 4th now for the Dragons who are 30 metres there from the try line here. Almost a knock on there by Clune. And somehow someone's gone through. And who was it? It's Tarek Sims, and somehow they've scored, so it's a try. So Tarek Sims has scored here. So it's 13-10 with a kick to come. It'll be 13-12. But this is where the Knights having none of our fucking main players here, it's going to fucking cost us. And Sims just runs straight fucking through. Easiest fucking try for Tarek Sims. Fuck's sake. So now Lomax. Now we'll take a cop right in front here. This will make it a 1 point game. And it's right down the middle. So 15 minutes gone in this first half. And it is 13-12. So now Knights kick off here. Oh, that's a big hit there. So it's first tackle here for the Dragons on the 20. That is on Laurie. And that is McCullough now for the second. Oh, no. Now Jacob Saifiti's having a niggle with his arm at the moment. Come on. We can't be losing everybody. We're dropping like fucking flies. So that is 10. So that's Vaughan who makes it just short of halfway. No, makes it past halfway, my bad, for the fourth tackle. Now, last tackle, 35 metres away now for the Dragons. And Clune. And there's a knock on. Oh my god. Oh, it's a double knock on. So it's a double knock on, so the Knights will get possession here. So that is one of the soft thing as Jacob, who makes it to the 10. Now the Dragons showing off their line defence here at the moment. Now Barnett makes it for the third tackle, only onto the Knights 20. And the Knights make it to the 30. That's Shibasaki for the fourth. And now Clemon makes it to the Knights 40 now. Last tackle here for the Knights. And the kick inside the 40 there. And Ravalara. Oh, there's a big collision there. And it's Ravalara. And who was that? That's Kurt Mann. So Kurt Mann is knocked out. This is... And there's punch. It's up. There's getting aggressive here. That was almost. That's like Mark Carroll and Paul Gallen. That looked exactly like it. He's out. They're not. So they're not. Have we got any of our players still on? Like now, Kurt Mann's definitely out for the game, and now the stream's just stopped working. This is just telling you. I mean, fair play to him, to Kurt Mann, but that was Paul Harrigan on Carroll. That was 100% exactly like it. I'm trying to reload KO now. So I don't know what's going to happen here. If I can get my stream back. Was it a head clash? So is it a shoulder charge though? So there was hands at the moment. We're going to have a look here. There was handbags at the moment. I'll give credit to Tarek Sims for protecting Kurt Mann in that situation. Kurt Mann's out. He's out. He's fucking gone. So what happened? He collapsed like all of the weight. Ravalera. They're saying it could be a shoulder charge. Maybe. Oh yeah, because basically Saifidi and Barnett got a rain because Ravalawa got a high five by Laurie, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" and got right into him. As Kurt Man walks off, he's not coming back on. But holy shit! So Saifidi's on report here, so it's a penalty to the Dragons because... So it's first tackle for the Dragons there on the 45. So you got Kurt Mann gone, Tex Hoy gone, Mitchell Pearce gone. This is not looking good. So now the Dragons 35 metres out now on the third tackle. Norman now gets it just shy of the 20-metre line for the fourth tackle. And now that is Clune. Alvaro gets brought down on the 20 now. Last tackle for the Dragons. It's a grubber by Norman. It's picked up by Watson, and Watson has to throw it out. Oh, he's... Norman... Oh my god, Connor Watson has passed it, and it got touched by the Dragons, so it's a 20-metre restart. Is it? Let's have a look. I don't know, because now they're saying it's a goal line dropout. What's happened? Yeah, Watson passing it. They might have been touched by Tarek Sims. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's touched it. It was touched by Tarek, so it's going to be... Yeah, but it's been touched, so it's going to be a 20-metre restart and a 7-tackle set here for the Knights. What a fucking 500 IQ play there by Connor Watson. Very risky, but well played. And first tackle there on the Knights on the 25. Or 0 tackle, sorry. Now it's the third tackle. Now it's Sue on the 30. The Knights have one player on the bench. It's a set restart here for the Knights. It's now Brayley. Brayley makes a pass halfway for the first tackle. 45 metres out now. And now Clemmer gets onto the 40 for the second tackle. Barnett tries to get off to Saifidi, and he makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. 30 metres out now. Barnett gets put in 20, just shy of 20 metres, our fourth tackle. Bradley. And now it's a kick from the fourth. Ramsey gets brought down by Toa on the 5. We'll say, ever since that mistake there by Ramsey, he's gone really well here this match. So third tackle, I think it's like shy of the 30 on the Dragons, so 20, sorry. And that was Ravalawa, gets brought down on the Dragons 30 for the fourth. And that is Clune. Almost tries to go through a grab, but gets tackled just shy of the Dragons 40 now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. As Norman, potentially probably going for a 40-20. But it's all good, and that's picked up by Connor Watson. He runs it clean. He gets brought down on the Knights 15. Surely that's got to be a set restart there. But no, it isn't. So second tackle here for the Knights on the 25. So feeding now on the Knights 35 here for the fourth tackle. It's Frizzell. No, it's Sue. Now the Knights are the offload. Now Clemmer makes a pass halfway now. Last tackle here for the Knights. And he's lost. He's lost it. Now he's grabbing his knee. What the fuck is going on? Have we, like, paid some bloody voodoo cunt? What has happened? So now Clem is grabbing his knee and he can't put weight on it. Oh my god. What is this? So now Clem is probably out because he just tried to put weight on it. He went straight down. Oh my god. So we've got 20 minutes left. Just like you said about the jersey curse. It's not even due to, like, we usually go bad, but I've never seen Knights players get brought down like this. Yep, Clem is out. Clem is out. We've got no interchanges left. Oh, it's been charged down for the last tackle. And the Dragons have scored. Tarek Sims has scored a double. And all it took for like was half. This is. While Clem is still on the field getting bandaged up. Fuck's sake. And to think, you got Tex Hoy out, you got Mitchell Pearce out, you got Kurt Mann out, and then you've got now bloody. The Knights have lost. There's no way they're coming back here. They're not coming back. So the thing is this, so if they get this kick, which they will, because it's right in front, the Knights will, it's by 5, so because the Knights have got the golden point, they just get a try and they can go in front. And Lyxel has kicked it. So it's 13 points to 18. 18 minutes 40 remaining. And Clem is trying to bear weight. So 18 and a half minutes remaining. I know there's still time, but like the fact the Knights have probably got no interchange. So it's second tackle here on the 25. for the second. Clem is still on the field somehow. So it's a third tackle there for the Dragons on their 35. And Dufty makes it to halfway for the fourth tackle. Now McCullum makes it about 35 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And the ball's been caught and it's gone forward. So it's going to be another scum to the Dragons. Oh, they're saying Lomax has touched it, have you? So the Dragons are challenging it. So the referees are saying that Lomax has touched it and the Knights have. Let's have a look. Lomax, oh, it looks like it both pops up. I think Lomax may have gotten the first hand here. I don't know. Let's have a look. I think Lomax has touched it. So Lomax did make first contact, so the challenge is unsuccessful. So the Knights get the ball back. Very lucky break there for the Knights. So first play now. First tackle on the 10 there for the Knights. And now the Dragons have got all the momentum. They're pushing Frizzell back to the 5. They said let go. There's now Clemmer now. They're being held to the 10. The Dragons just need one more try and that's it. There's no way. As Barnett gives it off to Jack Safidi. It's a set restart for the Knights. But I don't know how much effect it's going to be because the Knights haven't even made it to their 20 yet. Oh, Barnett that was a hit on Barnett. And it was an offload there to Watson now. As Watson makes it to the Knights 25 for the third tackle. As Clemmer now makes it to the Knights 35 for the fourth. Oh, Sue got on the Knights 45 now. Last tackle here. As Brayley now kicks from dummy. And they're gone cross field. Oh, big hit on Favalara now on the Dragons 25. And now Brayley. And Ravalara's now grabbing at something. That is number 11. As Kerr makes it halfway for the fourth tackle. And they've got numbers along their left side. Dufty gives it off. As Ramsey gets brought down on the Knights 25 metres out now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And Norman tries to go over the top. And it's a big catch there by Watson on the 5. Oh, bit of interesting hit there on Toa. Just on the 15. Shibasaki makes it to the 20 for the third. Barnett. Trying to get an offload here. Barnett still's got it. Oh! Ravalawa almost doing a bloody German suplex on Barnett for the fourth on the 30. Oh, that's a... And Phil Amano. Surely that was a shoulder charge. I don't know. But Phil Amano is now down. And the Knights with a kick. Players are dying like flies here. St George now get their first tackle on the Dragons 25. There's Ravalawa now coming off the field here for the Dragons, as the second tackle for the Dragons is now on halfway here. Oh, he's still on. Maybe? No. That's a third tackle there for the Dragons. Just shy of the 40. That is Laurie. Makes it to the Knights 35 for the fourth tackle. And now Norman, they're going to rush in. It's number straight to Dufty, and Watson gets it. 15 minutes out now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And Norman goes for a grubber. And it's been grounded by Lomax. Or Willie Army. It's a try. That's it. The Dragons have won. There's no way the Knights are coming back now. And all it took was half the Knights team getting fucking injured. There's Brandon William getting his try. 94 run meters though. It's a good performance here. It's kicked near the sideline here to make this an 11. What the fuck's that camera angle? The referee's in the way. They did like a sideline pan camera. That's a try. So Lomax out to take the kick. If he gets this, he goes one behind Michael Ennis for the most consecutive goals here.